Charlie Strong and his USF Bulls are going to Champaign, Illinois to see Lovie Smith. And this is probably the first time in a long time that both those teams have been 2-0. Third year in the saddle for both coaches, making some improvement. Last year they played, it was a bit tough because it was probably the most penalized game in the history of college football, if y'all remember that early game last season. So right now they're both 2-0. You've got Charlie Strong coming off a USF big win against Georgia Tech last week. And Illinois is making progress. So, Mark, what do you think right now with USF at Illinois this week?
Well, I like USF in this football game because of their quarterback play out of Blake Barnett. He's been around, he's transferred, as we all know. And not only that, they've got maturity on that side of the ball. When Willie Taggart left, he left the cupboard full for Charlie Strong at USF. And not only that, when you look at Illinois and look at the job that Lovie Smith has done, he's built from the bottom up. And he had to because he had no talent there. So he had to play freshmen, he had to play sophomore, he had to play young players right away. They're undefeated at this time, but they really haven't been challenged. But USF, coming off that big victory last week against Georgia Tech, I like South Florida in this game, 45-27.
I beg your pardon, they have been challenged. They played Kent State in the opening game, and Kent State led the first three quarters before Illinois made a comeback.
Like I said, they haven't been challenged.
No, I tell you, I'm going to wait till we play Pitt. I look for USF to win as well. You know, Charlie Strong, coach for me in Notre Dame, South Carolina, wonderful young man. His defense coordinator was a graduate assistant for me, Brian St. Marie. Did not play well against Georgia Tech, but they are a good defense football team. I definitely believe it. USF wins the football game. I don't remember exactly. I think if I was going to pick the score, I'd have to pick it to be about 38-14.
38-14. For Charlie Strong. And make sure, I remember when Charlie Strong got hired at one of his previous head coaching jobs, the first thing he said was, yeah, I just got off the phone with Coach Lou Holtz, and he said, I'll come up to be the get-back coach. So hopefully we don't need that right now. Our next game.
That's what Mark always wanted to be, the get-back coach. He always said, go back into coaching, let me be the get-back coach.
That's me.